Today I'm using some leftovers to make these turkey and stuffing roll-ups. Now when I say leftovers, it's not the turkey. I'm actually using deli slices of turkey, but I have leftover stuffing. I also sometimes use leftover gravy for this. Today I'm using stuff from a jar, as well as some cheddar jack cheese. To prep, I'm just going to spray a 9x13 casserole dish and set that aside while I heat the gravy. You need about 2 cups of gravy, and I did get turkey gravy. So what I'm going to do to this is heat this up, get it nice and hot and bubbly, and then add some cheese to it. I'm using shredded cheddar jack cheese, and all I'm going to do with this is keep heating and stirring to get it to start to melt. Once you can see it starts melting right away, so you can take it off the heat, continue to stir, and this just kind of thickens up the gravy, gives it a little more substance for putting over our roll-ups. Then I start making the roll-ups. For each one of these, I use about 1/4 cup of the leftover stuffing, form it into kind of a tube shape, place it in the slice, and then just roll that slice up to make a roll-up. Then once they're all formed, you place them in the prepared casserole dish, seam side down. Just line them all up there. Now in this case, I ran out of those big slices of turkey. I had one slightly different type of turkey, so I just used that to use up the rest of my stuffing, because that was the goal. Use all of the stuffing and have no more left over. Success. Now we're going to take about half of that fortified gravy and just kind of pour it over the roll-ups. I figured I started with 2 cups of gravy, just added some cheese, so if I add about 1 cup to this, that's about right. Pour it over this to kind of coat them mostly, and then cover the pan with foil. We're going to bake these in a 350-degree oven for 30 minutes. Once that time is done, you can see it's hot. You can take off the foil, just be careful, there's a lot of steam. But your gravy is nice and hot and bubbly. These are cooked through and ready to serve. I do like to spoon some of that nice hot gravy over all of the roll-ups again, just to make sure it's not just in the pan. And then these are ready to transfer to a plate. For me, 2 is usually enough. Sometimes 3, they are quite filling. But of course, serve and make as many as you'd like. Don't forget you had the rest of that pan of the gravy. I've kept it warm, and so now I'm going to add a little bit of this to my roll-ups, just for a little bit of extra cheesy gravy on my plate. I really hope you give this a try. It's a fun and inventive way to repurpose leftover stuffing and gravy from your holiday meal. And if you try it, I know you'll love it. Enjoy.